time to stop licking batteries, kids. Infamous is here. Yes, Sucker Punch, the fine folks who write the Sly Cooper series, is back with his choose-your-own-adventure superhero story. Here you'll play as Cole, a dude who used to be this everyday bike messenger until a package he was dropping off blew up in his hands and leveled a humongous portion of Empire City. When Cole comes out of his coma, the shit hits the fan. The government's quarantined the city, 3 gangs are executing people in the streets, and Cole has electrical superpowers. With Cole's newfound abilities to hover in the air, hurl electrical grenades, and call down lightning storms at will, it's up to you to find out what the hell has happened here and get out of town. With the juice in your veins, Empire City looks to you to set things right. Will you use Cole's powers for the greater good, or for your own selfish means? The choice is yours. Seeing as how it's an open-world game, Infamous lives or dies by its ability to make you connect with Empire City and care about it. Luckily, Sucker Punch nails this. A huge part about that is the graphics and the look of the city. Obviously, it's just gone through this huge disaster. I mean, people are in the streets dying. There are people walking around crying about how, they're only supposed to be here a day or they can't find their husband. This is stuff that not only pulls at your heartstrings, but really puts you into the moment of what Cole's going through and what the city's going through. Of course, all this awesomeness comes with some kind of price. I mean, sometimes, yes, there is some pop-in now in the distance, because, obviously there's no load times in this game. You're just playing straight through, so every now and again, yes, things pop up. And also, it does have a tendency to get a little bit framey when you'll be gliding on the train tracks or, going through something crazy. But none of them are these huge stumbling blocks or anything that should keep you away from playing. Of course, the eye candy isn't just left for the city. Cole is a beautiful character himself. Everything in Empire City is scalable, so when you run Cole at a wall, he's going to jump up, leap onto a ledge, hang by his fingertips, shimmy around with his legs, jump over to a pole. Of course, he can shoot from anything, so if a bad guy's coming at him, he's going to hang off the pole, put out his hand, blast him with lightning. His animations are top-notch. It would be a crime not to report that the movies in this game, the cutscenes, are all told in this graphic novel style that really looks great and presents the story in an awesome, interesting fashion. In addition to that, the sound really complements this game well. There's good effects for cars exploding or people screaming or people begging for their lives. Cole's a little too gravelly for my taste, but whatever, that was Sucker Punch's choice. And you have a musical score composed by Amon Tobin. I have no idea who that is, but it sounds really good and complements the game well.
Before the blast, they were just a bunch of junkies dealing drugs. Now, they own the Neon District.
When you're running around the streets of Empire City, one of the main gameplay mechanics is making choices. See, with these superpowers, you're going to glide around the city, wail on bad guys, and drain juice from Transformers, but the bigger deal in Infamous is choosing how to use these powers. A 6-part meter on your HUD will track the morality of your choices and rank you from the Jesus-like standing of Hero with its blue lightning to the Lindsay Lohan-like standing of Infamous with its red lightning and Cole's ghostly white face. Your move toward being a bad guy or a good guy will come from decisions as small as, choosing to restrain an enemy rather than kill him, or these larger karma moments where Cole weighs the pros and cons of a situation and then you pull the trigger on the decision. Do you want to feed the people of Empire City or fry a few pedestrians so that, there's more food for you and your friends? Do you save the dude a bunch of people are lynching, or do you let the mob find its own justice? You can engage in story missions whenever you feel like it, but there are also a ton of side missions you can jump into to earn more experience points. These points can then be used to upgrade your powers, most of which have 3 levels of awesomeness, and some of which are only open to you when you're good or bad. I haven't touched on the melee abilities, sucking the life out of people on the ground, or bringing people back to life on the ground, but there's a ton to go here in gameplay, and I could never put it all in this review because you want to go home at some time. Trust me, it's good. Infamous is great, and this video hasn't even scratched the surface of why. You can scale anything and everything in the city. Your choices drastically change how the city itself looks, and the third-person action is insane at parts. I put about 25 hours into this title playing through once as good and once as bad, but that's not counting the fact that I still had blast shards to find, dead drops to listen to, and a ton of side missions to see. Infamous is a comic book story through and through, so expect larger-than-life enemies, twists, and a lot of Batman-like moments as Cole watches over his city. I always say this at the end of a video review, but I really mean it when talking about a game this massive. For the full written review, please check out IGN.com.